What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Friday, August 18th. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about something pretty amazing, and that is for the first time in history, we're going to see NFTs integrated into the in real life benefits. What is that all about? Well, that is involving Kraken Exchange in partnership with Williams Racing. If you're not familiar with Williams Racing, don't worry, we're going to educate you in this video the history and the legacy behind Williams Racing, which is a Formula One racing team. Now, I cannot wait to share with you all the details around this specific competition where it involves you. If you have an NFT out there, you can participate in this and possibly have your NFT featured in the rear wing of this Formula One car. And this car will be racing in the next Grand Prix in Austin with 70 million people watching on TV around the world. So with that said, if you like what you're about to hear, like what you're about to see, you have to smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. It's lights out and away we go. So let's talk about what Williams Racing is. Now, Williams was started by Frank Williams. Now, if you don't know who Sir Frank Williams is, he is the founder and creator of the Williams Formula One team. Now, he's been a part of Formula One, which feels for decades, and his legacy still lives on to this day. It honestly is one of the only few Formula racing teams that was owned by an actual family that has lasted this long. But sadly, Williams had passed away in 2021, and his successor, which is his daughter, Claire Williams, took over. Now, the thing is, with Claire, she did an amazing job as a team principal, holding up this team, and she was literally one of the first women to be a team principal in any Formula One team, which is absolutely amazing. I wouldn't trust anybody else to have taken over the team after the father's legacy. But shortly after, during the pandemic, unfortunately, the Williams team was suffering through financial hardships, and they were finding a lot of hard times raising money to provide the support to keep the team racing, and unfortunately, they had to sell the team to a different party. So with Claire leaving the team and the dad unfortunately had passed away, who had taken over, who was trustworthy to bring this team back on the F1 circuit and hopefully reach a podium? Well, it was announced on February 20th of 2023 that we had James Vowles, who is the team principal now for Williams Racing. If you don't know who James is, he's actually a former strategist over at the Mercedes team. If you don't know Mercedes Petronas was the #1 championship racing team for over 7 years. That has changed since Red Bull has come out with their new upgrades, but now James has stepped over to the Williams Racing as team principal, and not only that, they've actually had some major upgrades with their cars, which now has put them in the greatest standings on not just both the Drivers' Championship, but also the Constructors. So if we look at the driver's standing, we can see that Alex Albon is now the top 13 ranked driver in the whole F1 circuit. He's beaten a lot of other different drivers. I mean, think about it. Like, he's way beyond the Haas team, Alfa Romeo team. I mean, this is great. He's actually stepped up his game. Now, if we look over at the Constructors' Championships, we can see that right now, Williams Mercedes is ranked #7. The reason this is important is because if your team scores enough points as a driver, and especially in the Constructors' Championships, then the more points you have, the more financing and sponsorship dollars you'll get for your team. And somehow with the upgrades, with James as the new team principal, Alex Albon coming in, defending like a lion as a new F1 driver who's seriously a competitive person, bringing the Williams team into the spotlight, you can see that now Williams is again above Haas, Alfa Romeo, and AlphaTauri. This is absolutely huge in my opinion. And back in Canada, we saw that Alex Albon was driver of the day. Why was that? Well, back in Canada, we started seeing that Alex Albon, with his new upgrades, was literally defending like no other. He literally had 16 laps to go, and he did not allow any driver to overlap him. In fact, he was battling against Esteban Ocon from the Alpine team. And the reason this is amazing is because no one thought that the Williams could actually do something like this, but all of a sudden he showed up out of nowhere, and he literally did such a great job that he actually held his position even through the finish line. And that's why he was voted driver of the day. Now that you understand the legacy of the Williams team and how far they've gone and the possible chance that they could score a chance to be on the podium, you need to understand why this partnership between Kraken and Williams is something completely astonishing. And for the first time ever, we're seeing NFTs integrated in the next racing circuit in Austin. And that's why we're going to talk about the Kraken exchange, because right now Kraken is one of the sponsors of the Williams team. Now, if you go to their marketplace, this is what the marketplace looks like. It's called nft.kraken.com. You can go here, you can see any NFTs on the marketplace. You can buy things on Polygon, you can buy things on Ethereum, and so much more. And since we're talking about certain NFTs, I like to mention degods. Degods is another NFT collection which you can buy on this platform using Ethereum. And another one is Utes, the second collection from the D Labs team, another NFT that you could buy on this platform. Now, I'm going to share with you something around Utes. Now, a lot of people have been talking about how it's really hard to buy a Ute NFT because you have to send your money over to a MetaMask wallet, but it has to be on the Polygon network, and then it shows up as wrapped ETH. But that's not the case. With Kraken NFT's marketplace, you don't have to do that. They're an aggregator. They make it so easy. So all you have to do is really just send your Ethereum to your Ethereum MetaMask wallet, and you can just buy these NFTs without having to be on the Polygon network or switching your funds to an exchange or centralized exchange. You don't have to do all that. And that's why this is amazing to see that Kraken NFT has definitely stepped up to the plate to provide something like this. Now let's talk about this contest that's going on, right? Because if you want to have your NFT feature on the back rear wing of this Formula One car in front of 70 million people, this is how you enter. Now we're going to learn a little bit more about this contest, about the RearWingTakeover. Now, if you don't have a link to this, I'm going to provide one in the link below of this description in this video, but this is basically what it is. Now, once you click on that link, you're going to submit all the information down here. And luckily, you don't have to go through the rigorous efforts of connecting your wallet, signing up for an account. All you have to do is just go into their NFT marketplace. And all you have to do is just look for your NFT by looking up the number of your NFT, finding it in the search engine of Kraken NFT's marketplace, and then using that URL link and pasting that in the form. I'm gonna let this video play for you right now for it to describe how this actually works. And it's that simple. Once you're done filling out that form, you should see the screen. Congratulations, your NFT has entered the race. What can you do now? And what they encourage you to do is make sure to tag and follow Kraken NFT, Kraken FX, and also the Williams Racing. But also, most importantly, you have to use this hashtag, which is hashtag RearWingTakeover. And make sure to get as many likes and retweets on that post as possible so that they can select you to be a part of this competition. And what's really important is what's required, because this ends tonight at 9 o'clock Pacific time, okay? So you have to keep that in mind as you're watching this right now on Friday, August 18th. So today is the last day to submit, so do it right now as we speak. But once that happens, they're gonna select 20 finalists out of all the people that have spread the word on their submissions on Twitter. And out of those 20, they're only gonna select 6 of those people. 2 of those people that are going to be selected are going to be selected by the drivers. The other 4 is going to be based on a public vote, which is going to start September 1st. So when that happens, if you're selected as part of the top 20 and you want to be scoring the 4 slots that are available that aren't picked by the drivers from Alex Albon or Logan Sargent, what you should do is get your community within your NFT collection or other NFT collections to like your post, to retweet your post, to spread, to raid that post. So it builds more garnership and awareness around not just your NFT being spotted on, but also for the Williams Racing team, for Kraken as well. Everybody works together, everybody wins, and also you can possibly score a chance. And literally, you get a chance to be featured on the F1 rear wing car. Now, as we come close to the very end of the video, I'm going to share with you a little bit of conversation between Lou Frang, who had a conversation with Frank from the degods team on their Twitter space. And this is involving why Kraken decided to work with the Williams team to build this ecosystem, to build the awareness by having NFTs on this in real life F1 car, and how that kind of all makes sense.
I mean, listen, you know, there's a ton of crypto and sports partnerships out there. And I think where a lot of people probably missed the boat was like, all of it's focused on the value back to the company and like almost zero for the individuals and the people that built this community. So, I mean, the way that we operate is we want to lift the community up wherever we can. Williams was the perfect partner for us. We actually launched that partnership back in March at the Australian Grand Prix, and we put the Bitcoin white paper on the nose of the car. We sent them, all 800 employees, free pizza, free Papa John's for Bitcoin Pizza Day. And we just thought, like, hey, we've got some pretty prime real estate in the back of the rear wing. Why not use this opportunity to lift up the community, the ones that are building it, the ones that are engaging with it, to show off some of the great creators out there, the great collections, get the community excited.
Now that you understand the potential behind all of this, and that for the first time ever, we're seeing NFTs in F1 ever, I decided that I wanted to participate in this as well, because I want to share with you what I'm doing, how you can use your own posts to help build and garner awareness for yourself. So I said, why does my DeGod NFT deserve to be on the F1 racing car? And for me, I've been a fan of F1. I've been a fan of the Williams family and the Williams team for over 5 years. And also, I directed it and produced an F1 documentary about women in Formula One racing. And also, I own 2 DeGods and 8 Utes, and I was also friends with the former Williams sponsor. His name is Jonathan Kendrick, who is the CEO of Rocket. He was one of the sponsors that sponsored the Williams team during the pandemic. And also, I thought that my NFT was family friendly because we do know that Formula One is broadcasted on Sky Sports, and in the US it's also pre-recorded on ESPN Plus, which is absolutely amazing for people who want to watch this during the Grand Prix. Now, if you would like to support my submission to have my NFT featured on the back of the rear wing car, please click on the link below, which I will provide, so you can like and retweet this post. Now that you understand how important this is, how you can participate in something pretty historical, what are you going to do? Are you going to submit for this application before 9 p.m. Pacific time tonight? Have you learned a little bit more about the Williams legacy, Frank Williams, Claire Williams, and how James has taken this team to all new levels and making it a competitor against major league teams such as Red Bull, Mercedes, Aston Martin, Ferrari, and so much more? Well, I want to hear your thoughts down below, and I cannot wait to read them, and I wish everybody good luck. So if you like what you've seen, like what you heard, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and buy and sell orders of both NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Until then, I'll see you guys and girls next time.